We've got a few scenes from the Accra International Conference Center to run you through. Kwekwa Asante, if you can hear me, what exactly have you been witnessing?
And in fact, as of now, almost 10 sprinter buses are offloading NPP supporters, most of them wearing Frank Anadon and Baumia t-shirts, NPP supporters. You see them in your shots. There are more and more vehicles that are now bringing them in. We have no idea what exactly they are coming to do around, what exactly the mission is, whether it is in relation to the sitting in Parliament or whether it's purely coincidental. That is something we are yet to see. But a lot more supporters fully clad in political party paraphernalia coming in, and more vehicles, more and more vehicles, bringing them in. Of course, you see also the very, very heavy personnel around. You see that FPU vehicle, you also see that FPU RAS control cars that are all around, and a lot more NPP MPs who are coming in here. We're yet to get any understanding of what they are doing. Most of them really tight-lipped, not willing to give out anything, not willing to speak to anybody. But they are coming in. In fact, I see more cars offloading more people. But I want to get into the crowd, what the action is, try and find out from some of them what exactly the situation is, why they are here. Is it in any relation to the NPP and the end standoff that is currently happening in the House? A number of them coming in, most of them still walking in, and a lot of them wearing the same shirt, that is Frank Anadon and Dr. Baumia's shirt. And so these are either constituents of Frank Anadon in his former in the eastern region who are coming here today. We'll try and get some of them, get an understanding of what exactly it is that they are here for today. But the precincts of Parliament is getting heated with more and more and more persons coming in here. And they've already walked into the area of Parliament, and they are here to either meet their member of Parliament or perhaps come in here with some support for the NPP MPs as they seek to wrestle or keep their majority in the House. I'm trying to find a few people that I can speak to who can give me some real credible information as to why exactly they are here. Let me try and speak to some of them and see. Well, a lot of them shying away from the media when you get close.
Well, a lot of them shying away from the media when you get close to them and you try to get an understanding of why exactly they are here. We will try and see if you can find the leadership of the group to get some understanding of why exactly they are here. But they're here in their hundreds. These are just about 200-300 persons. You see in some senior high school bus that also came in to offload some of them. A lot of them are outside as well. So we are seeking information. A lot of these supporters clearly been told not to communicate to anybody, not to give out any information, not to tell anybody why they are here. And so when you beacon them, they tell you they are not going to speak. Some of them referring you to their leaders. I do not know who their leaders are. Their MP, Frank Anadon, is at the dome of the conference center where Parliament will sit. And so we'll try and get some information from him when we get back there. But let's see if you can talk to some of them. Hello, sir, can we speak to you? I can't. Well, yes. This gentleman also says he's not willing to speak to us. So, Benjamin, that is the situation here. About 200-300 NPP supporters wearing party paraphernalia, wearing Dr. Baumia Frank Anadon press shirts, have come in here within the precincts of Parliament, not willing to speak to journalists, not willing to tell what exactly the agenda is here. Is it in relation to the parliamentary sitting, or this is just a purely coincidental that they've come all the way from Insawam to offer their support to their member of Parliament? For whatever reason, they are not willing to speak to the media. They've referred to us. They've referred us to the member of Parliament himself or their leaders. Their leaders are not around. I cannot see any of them. But a number of them here, and more actually coming in. If you see from the entrance, you can see a lot of them coming in wearing party paraphernalia, all of them clearly from Insawam Aduejiri. I saw at least 10 sprinter buses outside that has brought them in, and then a big bus from Insawam Senior High School that brought them in. But as to what exactly their mission is coming here today, they are tight-lipped about that, asking their member of Parliament to be the one to give us that information, or they are not going to speak to us. So, Benjamin, that's the situation here. And clearly, if this, and with this being live on TV, it will not be surprising that very soon NDC supporters will also start coming here, and then there will be fiery scenes, obviously. And so more and more party supporters now coming in here to Parliament.
Well, Kweku, I noticed that you were struggling to get any of them to speak to you. But interestingly, you also mentioned that you saw some of them coming in vehicles from Nsawam, Eduajiri, which is where, you know, that prominent member, Frank Anodompre, is from, the member of parliament. What exactly could be the reason? And I just want to find out, apart from the fact that they are from the Chief Whip's constituency, why are they even massing up? Why is security allowing them, especially in partisan colors, on a day like this, to come through? Do you have any idea? Well,
yes, that's very shocking because all of them have come into the precincts of Parliament unimpeded. I've not seen a single police officer try to question them or try to ask them questions. It perhaps suggests that there have been a prior agreement between the leadership or Frank Anodompre himself and the security here that these persons are coming. These are all speculations. As of now, I cannot confirm any detail, but a number of them, more than 100 supporters, partisan supporters in partisan clothing, have massed up here in Parliament on a very, 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 very crucial day in Parliament. None of them willing to speak to me. None of them willing to give me any information as to why exactly they are here. But like you said, there are 2 FPU route control vehicles stationed right in front of Parliament and also at the conference center. None of them stopped any of these party supporters from coming in. They were all allowed unimpeded access. They've come in now to the precincts of Parliament. So they've entered the inner perimeter of Parliament. This is not where Parliament is sitting today. Parliament is sitting at the conference center, the dome there. But they've come in here. You see that dome. This is where Parliament used to sit during COVID when the chamber was not in use. This has been abandoned for some time now, but they are around that car park around the dome. And there are 200, almost 300 supporters coming in with a lot of buses. None of them, of course, willing to give us an indication as to why they are here, not willing to speak to us, referring us to the Member of Parliament. When we get back to the dome, we'll be seeking to find out from Frank Anodompre why all these party supporters are here and why they've seemingly been allowed in by the security without any issue. What exactly is the event? What is the occasion that MPs, these supporters from the eastern region have all come in here? I can tell you that all of them are coming in from Nsawam Eduajiri because all of them are wearing the same T-shirts or purportedly coming in there because, of course, that is the shirts they are wearing, Frank Anodompre and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, all of them supporters of Frank Anodompre, their NPP chief whip in Parliament. And all of them have been allowed in the precincts of the House. And as we begin to get outside to try and get some information as to why exactly that is so, the MPs themselves will be in there and will try and get some information from there. But the guys in here who have come in here, pretty tight-lipped about the situation, not willing to give out any information, not willing to speak to you about what exactly is happening, only telling you to go out there and speak to their Member of Parliament or their other leaders. Outside Parliament, a lot of traffic beginning to build up. The security arrangement here. You can see that FPU vehicle, route control station right in front of Parliament. It is not a usual scene in Parliament. You don't always see this. However, that FPU in front of the conference center, a few occasions when there are big national events at the conference center, you see them there. But yes, during the last 4 days, they were not there. During the sittings, they were not there. But two of these route control vehicles are here to try and beef up the security within the precincts of Parliament. I don't see any more buses bringing in the supporters. All these printer buses have parked right in front of the conference center. Obviously, they're going to stay here and wait and take out these persons when it is time to leave. So, Benjamin, a lot of really, I don't know what exact words to put them, but colorful scenes of MPP supporters, but without any iota of idea what exactly they are here to do. The police have barricaded the entrance of the conference center. They've also blocked that side. Early in the morning, that side was not blocked, but now it has been blocked to public access unless you are able to show that you have some specific business to do in there. That is when you'll be allowed to go in there. So all these supporters having been directed to go inside the chamber, not the chamber, I should say, the precincts of Parliament, the inner perimeter of the big Parliament House. And they are all there at the car park right at the dome, that used to be used by the House for sitting. So we will try and get some answers from Frank Anodom, the Chief Whip. I should say, however, that early on, we reported about the military presence in there. We're getting some information from some leadership in Parliament that it is a usual occurrence that some of these military officials come in there to sweep the chamber and then leave. And because they do so very early, we are not accustomed to seeing them. That is information that have been passed on to me by certain senior officials within the leadership of the parliamentary service. But the new twist of what we are seeing here, NPP supporters massing up at the precincts of Parliament, not clear what exactly they are coming to do. Is it in relation to the sitting, or it is a completely different business? It is left to be seen, and I'm sure we'll see that pretty shortly. If you look at the time now, it is very few minutes to 8, in fact 8 minutes to 8. So we'll go back there where the chamber is expected to be open at 8 o'clock a.m. That is the information that the Marshal's office put out, that the chamber will be open at 8 o'clock, and then we'll see whether the NPP MPs, who are about 50 now there, will overrun the less than 10 NPP MPs who are there to sit at the majority side, and what exactly is going to happen, Benjamin.
Kweku, and you took the wind out of my sail. It will be very interesting to hear from the Nsawame Dwajiri lawmaker, who is also Chief Whip on the NPP side, to find out what he knows about these close to 300 supporters, party supporters in party attire, who have, besieged the place, so to speak. But we'll cross over to you later when you are able to interact with him. That was Kweku Asante. He's our parliamentary correspondent there. My concern here, my fear, if the other side also brings in their members, I so don't want to see some of the scenes we saw at the start of this, Parliament. And I'm just hoping that, well, they will be able to weather the storm, that cool heads, level heads will prevail on both sides, and that I cannot decide for the Speaker. There's a purported post from him yesterday on social media, which you cannot read too much into it, but I'm just hoping that in the end, sanity will prevail. This Parliament has seen too many.
Benjamin, what's curious is that, we're just questioning why the military were deployed to the premises of AICC, but the police are there. They can see these people in party colors. But
Kweku Asante says from where, if you look at it, it's the very entrance, the roundabout, right where, is it a roundabout? Right at the very entrance of Parliament, if you are using the main road where the AICC is opposite. And at least you don't see police officers in that, from that angle or in that end. They are on the other side.
Hold on. What I'm saying is that all these measures have been put in place to beef up security. What is more secure than ensuring that people do not turn up anywhere near the premises in party colors?
I get that.
That's the question that's on my mind.
I don't know what the security protocols are, so I'm not going to...
We have soldiers there as well. We saw that FPU van, or should I say vehicle. What are they doing there?
Well, I just hope it doesn't degenerate. That's all. We're taking a breather, and we'll come back with more action right here on the AM show. Stay.